here with my great client Kenneth. Today we're going to be talking about some of his results and sharing more about his story to hopefully inspire you on yours. So great to have you here, Kenneth.
Thank you.
So can you share with me what your life was like before we met? Tell me about some of the problems you were experiencing health and fitness wise.
Okay, well, before I started working with you, I was probably 70 to 80 pounds overweight, and I had been having some difficulty. I'd had an atrial fibrillation event or two, so I had some worries about my heart health. I had difficulty sleeping. I didn't have a lot of energy, and I was, rather large. So.
All right. And how did those problems affect your life and overall confidence, would you say?
Well, I did not have a lot of energy during the day, and I have a sedentary job where I have to sit at a desk and work and think, and it was difficult to give it my full effort all day long, and I would be exhausted, in the middle of the afternoon, and I just didn't have the energy that I needed to perform my job effectively.
Can you share more about how we kind of connected? And were you overall nervous about joining the program and getting into this fitness thing?
Well, I had made my mind up that I wanted to do something fitness-wise, and I had tried to lose some weight before I came to Lifetime, and it had been going kind of slow. And so I joined Lifetime Fitness, and I met with you, Cole, and we talked about the kind of program that you could do for me, and I knew that I was going to try it out, and so I was anxious, wondering, I had not lifted weights, pretty much at all as an adult. So I was, a little bit anxious about how that was going to go and how I would be able to do in that space. But I was eager to get going, and I really, I wanted to make some improvements in my life.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, awesome. Before we get to the exciting part, your results, let's talk about your journey, what we've done so far to help you achieve these weight loss results and all that. What has your training looked like, the diet, and everything else we've helped you do? Okay.
Well, I think one of the things, there were two things I really wanted to do. One was I wanted to lose weight. And I had lost weight before, but, I kind of felt like I really needed to build strength and build muscle to, kind of build up an energy base or, an engine that could keep weight off. And so we started lifting 3 days a week. You and I met a couple times a week, and we kind of took a baseline of where I was, measurements and pictures, and the first few times I lifted, I was sore, and it was kind of humbling the amount of weight that I was lifting. I had to, but I think Cole was very accepting of that and encouraged me from the beginning when it was kind of embarrassing for me, how much weight I was lifting, but and I've worked on high protein diet, and the other 4 days of the week I have worked pretty hard on cardio too. I work about an hour a day on cardio, either cycling, indoor cycling, or treadmill, and then on Saturdays I do a 5K on every Saturday. So I've been working hard outside of the weight training, on cardio, which has helped lose the weight or help knock my weight down. And then I have been developing strength. And as we've gone along, I've been lifting for about 2.5 months now, I think. And, the amount of weight that I've been lifting has gone up, I think, fairly significantly,
definitely.
And I don't feel the pains anymore. I think you've been very good at, pushing me when I can take it, and when I'm struggling, kind of backing off and letting me kind of consolidate my gains a little bit. But all in all, I'm pretty surprised about how much gains I've made strength-wise, in the last 2.5 months. So.
That's awesome. All right, guys, let's talk about the exciting part now. Can you share what results you've achieved so far, both in weight loss and seeing your before and after pictures, and some about your clothes sizes and stuff like that?
Sure. So, I I had lost some weight before I started with Cole, but as of today, I think it's 9 or 10 weeks since we started. I've lost 40 pounds, and the last time we measured my muscle mass, I've gained about 5 or 6 pounds of muscle on top of the 40 pounds of weight that I've lost. So I really, jettisoned about 45 pounds of fat, I think, I've gained some significant gains in all of my lifting, and I feel, pretty happy with the way the lifting is going, and I can see, I'm on a progression to, continue to get stronger. And it shows in my clothes. This T-shirt here this is an extra large T-shirt. When I started, I was using triple extra large T-shirts, and now the extra large fit just fine. I've moved from 46-inch waist on my jeans to 40, and the 40s are a little bit loose. So I've cut.
Getting down into the 30s.
Yes, I'm getting down to where I want to be, and so I mean, people notice it, and I can see it in my face. I think so. We took some before and after pictures, and I think the change in my face, it's gone from being really bloated to angular, and I can start to see lines showing up in my back that look more like like you'd like to see. So there's been a significant change in my body, in my face, in the clothes that I'm wearing, and I think really confidence. I mean, I feel good about myself. I feel like I'm standing up. Better posture, and just everyday movements. When at my age, sometimes you can feel a little bit achy, but I don't feel those aches and pains. I mean, I feel, strong all the time. So
yeah, awesome.
Plus, I've been sleeping a lot better. I mean, I probably get at least 2 more hours a night of sleep every night.
Awesome. All right. Thanks so much, Kenneth, for sharing your wisdom and experience and journey with us and the viewers. I'm sure it will give inspiration to other people on a fitness journey. For anyone struggling right now with their health and fitness, what would you say to them to encourage them to reach out to get professional help and get professional programming so they can start seeing the results they want to?
I think, this is an investment that I've made in my health, and I think that it's worth it. And I think, I would not wait to say I got to lose 10 pounds, or I got to lose 20 pounds, or I got to lose 30 pounds before I get started. I think you need to if this is something that you're motivated to do, I think you should get started and start working with somebody, because I think Cole has really been a great motivator for me, and just having somebody that's positive and it's in my corner, and is focused on not how much weight I'm lifting, but how much more I'm lifting and how much better I'm getting. It just really gives me a lot of incentive, and I really like coming over here to work with Cole, and I can see the results. And long term for me, at my age, I'm 58 years old. I see this as an investment in my long-term health, that I can live a much longer and healthier life. So, I would encourage you to do it if you are at all thinking about it.
Awesome. Thanks so much for the words, Kenneth. I really appreciate it. Big well done with everything you've achieved so far in the program. For anybody watching this and feeling inspired right now, there should be a link somewhere on this page to book a meeting with me and our team to get you a free consultation, just talk about your wants, needs, and desires, health and fitness wise, and help you start to fulfill them like Kenneth. And see if we can help you as well. Thank you guys for watching so much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.